Ladies and gentlemen, with only one person being nominated as the new Speaker of the House, duly seconded by many of our colleagues, and gathering the majority vote of 186. The chair now, or the House of the people, have now spoken and have a new Speaker of the House of the People in the person of Honorable Lord Alan Velasco. Congratulations. The chair would like to invite the newly elected Speaker to please take his oath.
Mr. Speaker,
Together with the members of his family.
Mr. Speaker, could we ask
The
that
majority floor leader.
could we ask that the various party leaders and the leaders of the various blocks of the House join the Speaker in taking his oath before the presiding officer, Deputy Speaker Conrad Estrella, and before the Barangay Chairman of Barangay Matandang Balara, Barangay Chairman Alan Franza.
Yes. The leaders mentioned by the distinguished majority floor leader is hereby invited to come forward and join the new Speaker, newly elected Speaker, Speaker Velasco, to take his oath before the members of the House of the Representatives.
Likewise, could we invite Barangay Captain, Barangay Chairman Alan Franza as well?
Dito kayo, Speaker. Ako na mag-awag.
Mr. Speaker, could I also put on record that we thank the members of the minority for being present at today's session. In particular, we have 3 deputy minority floor leaders, the Honorable Caraps Paduano, the Honorable Bonito Singson, and the Honorable Bayani Fernando, as well as many other members of the minority. Could we invite the deputy minority leaders on the stage as well to witness the oath-taking of the Speaker?
The leaders of the minority are hereby invited here in front. Please come forward. Alam mo na yung procedure, ano? Yeah. Teka, ito ka. Nasa pa si Mikey.
Could we invite all those who nominated our Speaker to join him on stage? Kong Joey, please.
Social distancing.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, please state your name.
Lord Alan J. Quinto Velasco of Marinduque,
Having been elected Speaker of the House of Representatives,
having been elected as Speaker of the House of Representatives,
hereby solemnly swear
hereby solemnly swear
that I will well and faithfully discharge
that I will well and faithfully discharge,
to the best of my abilities,
to the best of my abilities,
the duties of my present position,
the duties of my present position,
and of all others
and of all others
I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines,
I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines,
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the Philippines,
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the Philippines,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and that I will obey all the laws,
and that I will obey all the laws,
legal orders,
legal orders,
and decrees promulgated by duly constituted authorities
and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities
of the Republic of the
of
Philippines,
the Republic of the Philippines,
and that I impose this obligation
and that I impose this obligation
upon myself
upon myself
voluntarily,
voluntarily,
without mental reservation
without mental reservation
or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
The chair declares okay. Session.
Mr. Speaker, I move to suspend session so that the Speaker, newly elected Speaker, Lord Alan Velasco, can begin to preside over the House of Representatives. So move, Mr. Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is hereby approved.
Session resumed. I would like to address this august body. My esteemed colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, aking pinakamamahal na mga kababayan Pilipino, sa magandang araw po. I was asked why I would want to lead the House of Representatives during the worst possible time, in the midst of a global pandemic that has crippled governments and upended our lives. But why not? The true measure of leadership comes not when things are easy, but especially when things are most difficult. Whether famine or feast, poverty or plenty, a leader will always rise to the challenge and respond to the call of service. It has been a difficult journey to get to where we are, one fraught with many frustrations and complications. But then, we are all here. And this is a testament to our indomitable spirit and our collective commitment to honoring our word. For what are we? Who are we if we cannot live up to our word? This is not the triumph of one. This is the triumph of everyone who believes that the promise is a promise. To my esteemed colleagues, this is day one of another chapter in this House when we renew and strengthen our commitment to support the President's legislative agenda and contribute to the shining legacy that the Duterte administration will leave behind. We commit to pass laws that are responsive to the needs of our fellow Filipinos here and abroad. Laws focused on jobs, the economy, healthcare, food on the table, peace and order, and clean, sustainable energy. And most of all, today's events would ensure that the President's call for a timely, legal, and constitutional approval of the 2021 budget will be complied with. Nais ko pong pasalamatan ang mga parties, PDP Laban, Nationalist People's Coalition, the Partyless Coalition, the Visayan Bloc, the Northern Luzon Alliance Bloc, the Mindanaoan Bloc, the Metro Manila Bloc, the Bicolandia, BARM, including the NUP and NP parties, party leaders at mambabatas, naniniwala at sumusuporta sa ating kausa at adhikain para sa isang kongreso na tunay na para sa tao, hindi sa iilan lang. Nagpapasalamat rin ako sa tiwala at moral support ni Mayor Inday Sara Duterte, Deputy Speaker Pulong Duterte, at Senator Bongo. Higit sa lahat, ako'y nagpapasalamat sa ating mahal na Pangulo. A man of his word. May isang salita. Sa mabuting halimbawa and for inspiring young government servants like me na hindi hadlang ang pagiging probinsyano para tayo ay makapagserbisyo. That a young probinsyano congressman from a small province like Marinduque can be elected Speaker of the House of Representatives. This can only happen in the age of Duterte when anything is possible for the benefit of the Filipino people. With this compelling proof that has installed me as a Speaker of the House, I would like to extend my hand to Speaker Cayetano and hope that he would be amenable to sit down with me as we comply with the term sharing agreement for a peaceful transition for the benefit of our members and the country. Today, history is made once again in these August halls. At ako po, inyong abang lingkod, Lord Alan J. Velasco, ay taus-pusong tumatanggap sa hamon na maging Speaker ng Kamara de Representante. I accept this once-in-a-lifetime challenge to serve as Speaker of the House of Representatives of the 18th Congress. To my fellow Filipinos, I will not let you down. You have my word. Maraming salamat po.
Mr. Speaker, I move to suspend session. So move, Mr. Speaker.
Session suspended.